joining us. We have a very special guest with us today, a man who has been through a great deal in his life, has made a great job of his life. He is a professional speaker and an author and a great character. Please meet Gethin. So tell me, Gethin, you are a very interesting and, in the nicest possible way, unusual gentleman.
Yes.
Now, we chatted quite recently, so I don't really want to cover all the same stuff again.
Yeah.
What I would really like to do is drill down a bit deeper.
Okay.
And there are actually some things that I don't know about you that I'm quite curious about. And one of those is, which I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I don't actually know what you do for a living. I've seen you do all sorts of stuff.
Yes.
Probably unpaid, but I've never seen. So, can you give me a quick rundown for my benefit?
Quick rundown. So yes, I've got kind of two businesses really. So one is unlocking potential. But what I do with unlocking potential is I mainly work within prisons, charities, and local authorities. And what I deliver is inspirational talks to the staff teams about the impact that they can have on their clients on a daily basis, and that's kind of called Seeds of Belief. Yeah, so it's every contact counts, what it is that they can do to help people support to change their lives. And then the other thing I do is I deliver training programs. So I train the managers within public services so that they can better support their staff teams. And then I also train up the staff teams so they can better engage with the client groups that they're supporting. Because some of these have had really challenging lives, and developing a relationship that can support the change process is a really difficult thing to do. So that's the sort of stuff I do.
Okay. And I remember you originally saying that you weren't able to make it in today because you would be in prison.
Yes.
And I believe you were in for a week, or going to be in for a week.
Yeah.
I think most people viewing this will probably know that, and you're quite open about it, that at one time you've done a bit of time and so on. And we'll come back to that. But what gives when you go to a prison to talk about this stuff? Is this to motivate the prisoners or what?
A lot of the time they really mistrust the system. Because at some point the system may have let them down, but actually they need to link into the system to be able to change. And I'll try to help to let them know the benefit of that and how to do that, and then that links into the work that I'm doing with the prison officers and about how they can develop more human relationships so they can connect with the residents. Yeah, so it's very difficult for prison officers because they got kind of the uniform on, so they represent the system. And we know within business, people buy people. That's it's a human to human relationship. Within the prison system, exactly the same. It's not the system that rehabilitates; it's individuals that work within it, and they do that by developing human relationships. So I try to bring the two together.
That thing you're talking about, the uniform, of course, is a life thing, really, isn't it? Somebody who walks in an expensive suit, people make an assumption instantly.
Exactly.
First impression thing. Somebody comes in a flowery t-shirt, they instantly go, oh yeah. Sorry, I'll have mine on tomorrow.
Well, that's why I put it on, because people always see me in a suit and and a tie and cufflinks, and today I wanted to go, woo!
Yeah.
I'm a real person.
Yeah, I know, I'm liking it. We're here to relax. Here to relax. Nothing too serious.
Yeah.
One more quick question for you. It is clearly quite ironic that you should be going into prisons to help them.
Yeah.
Now, the last time we spoke, you said actually on camera that you had been in prison for 8 years, and I took it to be, and I think a lot of other people took it to be, that you had done 8 years. And one or two people were sort of kind of shocked, thinking 8 years is a long stretch. But am I right in saying it wasn't all at once?
No, you are right in saying that. Should I clear that up a little bit?
So, but you don't need to get into detail, but I'm guessing it was just juvenile stuff that you've already talked about previously.
And that's what I say, and that's why it is that I do the stuff that I do. Like I said before, I won't go into detail. But I was born into the system. I was in the care system at quite a young age. My behaviour got criminalised. Criminalised at a very young age. Between the ages of 14 and 35, which is sort of like 21 years in total. 8 years of that time I spent in custody, but it was lots of smaller sentences. The longest I spent at one time was about 2 years, 8 months.
Right.
But it was all really related to petty crime in relation to the lifestyle and the circumstances I was within.
It's it's always a fascinating topic that when children are born into circumstances where they've got absolutely no chance. And it's so tragic. But you're obviously a beacon of hope for these people, anybody that might be watching
I hope
this.
so,
It's fantastic.
Because I've just, I'm a trustee for a new charity that's just been set up in Portsmouth, and it's called Flying Solo, and it's for care leavers, so the children that come out of the care system. So what happens with the care system as well, the statutory responsibility ends at 21 or 25 if they're in education or they've got learning difficulties. But what it is long-term outcomes for care leavers aren't great. Just give some quick stats, just take me a second, is they make up 1% of the population of the UK, but they make up 40% of the young person's prison estate and 23% of the adult prison estate. So what we got at the moment, we've got a system where we see the vulnerability as children, okay, and then we put them into the system. Then they act negatively in their behaviour due to the trauma that's been that they've experienced, and then we criminalise and punish the behaviour. So we create this charity to be able to better support these young people once the statutory responsibility ends. So
and we're definitely not going to mention Brexit.
That's why.
It's out of the way now. Let's move on.
That's why I've come to the beach. You carry on in Westminster. I'm just going to lie here in the sunshine.
I know. Well, it's warming up. Wait till midday comes. It's going to be really hot out here.
Yeah, I was only out here a little while ago. I was only out here about
good bar
3 weeks ago.
Good bar service.
Look at these, look. Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll put an extra shot of rum in there for you as
well.
Did you? Yeah.
You're not a bad lad. Anyway, so, Gethin, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, is there anything in particular that you would like to deliver or say, or even ask, perhaps?
Well, I would just like to say something. I did mention it the other day as well, because I do have a secondary business as well, which is Synergy Success Network. And what Synergy Success Network does is it supports and develops new startup businesses through the scaling process. So it's them businesses that have been around for about 2 to 3 years, and they started business because they felt that they wanted more money and more time with their family and friends, and then they actually find they got less money, they got less time and less time with their friends. So what it is we've created a bit of a program in being able to support business to be able to scale, which is around financial education and business management systems, and also leadership management, coaching and everything that we do like that. But yeah, so that's called Synergy Success Network, and but we've got like a networking evening on the 25th of April, which will be at the Marriott Hotel, which I can now say openly because we're on the beach and not at the village. Did I say it? Sorry. But yeah, I'd love...
there's a village up there, but they've only got grass huts and things. So.
Yeah, but we're just kind of a bit like what's kind of happening today. We're kind of like trying to build some brand awareness, let people know what it is that we do. It'll be a really kind of fun evening. We've got some musicians there. We've got a chocolate fountain. We've got a magician with some balloons. We're going to do a bit of interviewing like what we're doing now, that Jonathan Ross style stuff. So yeah, it'll be a good night. So yeah.
I think I might just come along to that, actually.
I'd like to see you there, Bill. I'd love to see you there. It'd be absolutely fantastic.
That's brilliant. Thank you so much for coming out.
Yeah. Am I okay to stay for another 2 to 3 days though? Because I need to top the tan up.
Yeah, well, we sleep in the beach anyway. So,
dear. Yeah. Okay, fantastic.
Yeah. Well, you can't be going backwards and forwards in the Caribbean all the time. No, it's.
I've got my laptop. I'll just have a laptop lifestyle. I lie on the beach.
I like it. Well, just watch out for falling coconuts and things.
Shall we do a cheers?
Let's do a cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Whoa! Go for it.
Well, I'm doing that actually.
Thanks for watching On the Beach. If you would like to be involved, if you'd like to come along, or if you'd like to ask some questions of the guests that are here, get in touch with us, and the details are on the screen. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye.